Namaskar, hello, and a very warm welcome once again in this discussion of Paricharcha. My name is Tanvi Khurana, and just like every Friday, we are here with our panel and we are going to discuss a particular topic. You know what that topic is? Our today's topic is necessity of physical education in the contemporary lifestyle. You're all watching us on PMeVIDYA channel number 6 and channel number 11. Let me tell you why this physical education is important for all of us. We know that in our daily lives, we are extremely busy. But what we forget is we ignore the physical education part, the physical activity part. We forget that this physical education doesn't just help in developing students' competence, but also confidence. And the activity, it helps students in all levels, at all ages, and it improves their motor skills, it helps in developing their muscle strength and a lot more. Be it flexibility or be it the core strength, physical activity is a must. So one should not ignore that. This is the main crux of this topic. If you have any questions, any queries, please reach out to us. You're watching us at this moment on our YouTube channel, which is MCERT Official. In the live chat box, you can write down your questions, queries, and share them with us. Well, this is not all. You're also watching us on our Facebook page. That is National Council of Educational Research and Training, which is NCRT again. So there are multiple mediums through which you can get in touch with us, raise your questions. Our panel members are here till 4 o'clock and they'll be discussing each and every detail regarding necessity of physical education in contemporary lifestyle. So let me introduce you to our panel members. We have with us Dr. Kamlesh Soni. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Sir is a PGT in Physical Education, DM School, Regional Institute of Education, NCRT, Bhubaneswar. And let me introduce to you our next guest. And he is Dr. Dibendhu Kumar Bej. Welcome, sir, to our program. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Sir is an assistant professor in physical education from Department of Education, Regional Institute of Education, NCRT, Bhubaneswar. And we have with us Dr. Yogamaya Panda. A very warm welcome to you too, ma'am.
Namaskar, madam.
Namaskar. So, ma'am is an assistant professor in psychology from Shalabala's Women's Autonomous College, Cuttack. And our next guest is Mr. Sibaprasad Patel. Welcome, sir, to our program.
Thank you so much for having us. Namaskar.
Namaskar, sir. And thank you for being a part of this program. Let me introduce sir to all of you. He is a counselor and well-being teacher from DAV Public School, M.CL, Kalinga area, Talcher, Odisha. And last but not at all the least, we have with us Mr. Sudhanshu Kumar Nanda. Welcome, sir, to our program.
सभी को मेरा नमस्कार.
Namaskar, sir. Sir is a TGT in Physical and Health Education from KV number 2, Bhubaneswar. That's not all. He is also the in charge of Regional Sports Cell, KVS, Bhubaneswar region. So about this entire program, let me tell you that these guests are going to talk about in detail about this topic. And you know that this Paricharcha, it is not just a live phone and interactive program, but it is a series of mental well-being. And this entire program, Paricharcha, is being initiated under MANODARPAN, an initiative by Ministry of Education, Government of India. And the whole motto of this program is to provide psychosocial support to the students, and their mental health and well-being improvement is a priority for our Government of India. That's why we arrange this entire program. And if you want to call us on our toll-free number, the number would be 844-844-0632. If you want to know more about this particular initiative, then the website would be www.manodarpan.mhrd.gov.in. This was all about this particular program. Now, let's just begin this discussion. And my very first question is to Dr. Kamlesh Soni. Sir, could you please introduce us to this topic, would you tell us what all are we going to discuss in this particular program under this title, which is Necessity of Physical Education in the Contemporary Lifestyle? Sir, over to you.
Yeah, ma'am. So, as we all know, this physical education is an education which deals with the all-round development of individual. Development means it's physical, mental, social, not merely the absence of disease and deformity. In today's world, physical education has become very essential in the individual's life to live a healthy life, and they can live the healthy life by doing physical exercises and physical education through physical education. Physical fitness plays a very important role in individuals maintaining a healthy life, a healthy body, and being a healthy must be part of our daily lifestyle. Living a healthy lifestyle can prevent us from disease and for long-term illness. As we all know, healthy mind lives in healthy body. जैसे कि हम सभी जानते हैं कि हमारा शरीर अगर स्वस्थ है तो मस्तिष्क भी हमारा स्वस्थ रहेगा, और इन सब चीज़ों से जुड़ी हुई चीज़ें जो हैं हमारे शरीर को स्वस्थ रखती हैं। क्योंकि आज के इस भागदौड़ भरी जिंदगी में अगर हम देखें तो लोग भूल गए हैं कि फिजिकल एक्टिविटी क्या है और फिजिकल एक्टिविटी के क्या फायदे हैं। And in this engaged world, nobody has time to play indoor or outdoor games, and because of this only, people are more engaged in either on the mobile games or in the laptop games, and they have almost forget to play on the field. And this has created a lot of problems among the youth as well as in our present generation. So इन सब चीज़ों को अगर हम देखें तो आज फिजिकल एजुकेशन की इम्पोर्टेंस बहुत बढ़ गई है। और अगर हम पिछले 2 सालों को अगर हम देखते हैं तो इस कोविड पैंडेमिक के समय जिस तरह से लोगों ने अपनी जान गंवाई है, उसका एक बहुत बड़ा कारण था कि लोगों ने अपनी फिजिकल फिटनेस, अपनी इम्यूनिटी लेवल को बिल्कुल भी ध्यान नहीं दिया, और उस समय इन सब चीज़ों का खामियाजा उन लोगों को भुगतना पड़ा जिन्होंने अपने आप को सेडेटरी लाइफस्टाइल से पूरी तरह से बांध रखा था। तो अगर हम फिटनेस की बात करें तो आज हम इसी टॉपिक के ऊपर चर्चा करेंगे कि फिजिकल एजुकेशन की हमें आज जरूरत क्यों है, नेसेसिटी ऑफ फिजिकल एजुकेशन इन कंटेम्प्रेरी लाइफस्टाइल। इसमें एक नॉर्मल बच्चे के लिए भी जितना फिजिकल एजुकेशन जरूरत है उतना बच्चे जो कि चिल्ड्रन विद स्पेशल नीड वाले होते हैं, जिनको हम विशेष आवश्यकता वाले बच्चों को क्या कहते हैं, तो इन सब टॉपिक्स के ऊपर जब हम चर्चा करेंगे तो उनसे हमें ये पता चलेगा कि फिजिकल एजुकेशन ना सिर्फ एक नॉर्मल बच्चे के लिए जरूरत है बल्कि स्पेशल बच्चों को भी जरूरत है। साथ ही साथ बायोलॉजिकल क्लॉक्स क्या है और फिजिकल एजुकेशन से बायोलॉजिकल क्लॉक से हमें किस तरह के बेनिफिट मिल सकते हैं। देन विल बी डिस्कसिंग ऑन द मेंटल हेल्थ। फिजिकल एजुकेशन या फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज के द्वारा आप अपने मेंटल हेल्थ को कैसे इंप्रूव कर सकते हैं। अगर आप मेंटली स्ट्रांग हैं तो आप अपने शरीर से वो सारी बीमारियों को दूर कर रहे हैं जो कि हमारे ज्यादा सोचने या इनएक्टिविटी के या इनएक्टिव रहने के वजह से लोगों को मिलती है। आज आप देखेंगे सेडेटरी लाइफस्टाइल के वजह से हर दूसरा आदमी लाइफस्टाइल डिजीज से ग्रसित होते जा रहा है, जिसको कि हम कॉमनली देख सकते हैं टाइप 2 डायबिटीज जो है, या हाई बीपी, या जिसको कहना चाहिए बैक पेन। ये सारी कॉमन जो डिफॉर्मिटीज या डिजीजेज हैं ये सिर्फ हमारी अपनी लाइफस्टाइल के वजह से हैं। तो आज फिजिकल एजुकेशन की जरूरत इसलिए भी हमें ज्यादा महसूस होनी चाहिए कि ये सिर्फ आपकी फिजिकल फिटनेस ही नहीं बढ़ाता है बल्कि आपको मानसिक रूप से भी आपको स्वस्थ करता है, जो कि आपके आने वाले समय के लिए आपको काफी फायदेमंद होगा, आपको ज्यादा हेल्दी रहने में काफी आपको मदद करेगा, आपके शरीर की रोधन इम्यूनिटी लेवल को इंक्रीज करेगा, और साथ ही साथ आपको एक स्वस्थ और फिट लाइफ जीने के लिए प्रेरित करेगा। तो आज इन्हीं टॉपिक्स के ऊपर हम चर्चा करेंगे। मेरे साथी पैनलिस्ट हैं, अलग अलग टॉपिक्स को अपने विचार व्यक्त करेंगे। धन्यवाद मैडम।
धन्यवाद। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। एक इंट्रोडक्शन के लिए हमें जानकारी मिल गई कि इस कार्यक्रम में हम क्या पढ़ने वाले हैं, क्या सीखने वाले हैं। चलिए हम आगे बढ़ते हैं और सुधांशु सर से पूछना चाहेंगे कि एक सर आम आदमी की डेफिनेशन, अगर हम फिजिकल एजुकेशन को डिफाइन करें, उसका कॉन्सेप्ट समझने की कोशिश करें, सो व्हाट वुड दैट बी, एंड उसके जो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं, फीचर्स हैं, क्या आप उनके बारे में भी हमारे व्यूअर्स को बताना चाहेंगे?
Thank you, ma'am. As we all know, that concept of physical education is not new. In fact, physical education has its roots in the ancient period, although it was used in various forms in the past. So, first of all, we'll discuss about what is physical education. According to the Central Advisory Board of Physical Education and Recreation, physical education is the education through activities for the total personality of the child to its fullness and perfection in the body, mind and spirit. In general, we can say that physical education makes a person physically fit, mentally sound, emotionally balanced and socially well adjusted. The term physical education is indeed complex and broad based. Its meaning is different to different people. Common thinking of people is that physical education is imparted through physical activities like playing games or by doing exercises. More or less, this statement is partially correct. But the concept of physical education is somehow more than this. The area of physical education is very vast. Physical education conceptually is consisting of many branches. Those branches are anatomy and physiology, kinesiology, biomechanics, sports medicines, sports psychology, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, food and nutrition, and many more are there. So, these are the main concepts of physical education. Now we'll focus some of the definition of these main concepts. Anatomy is the study of structure of human body, whereas physiology is the study of function of organ and organ systems and how they work within the body to respond to challenges. Kinesiology. Kinesiology is a term that refers to the whole scholarly area of human movement. It is the study of the mechanism of the body movement to provide information about the state of health of all body organs and systems. Next is biomechanics. It is a branch of kinesiology. Biomechanics refers to the description, detailed analysis and assessment of human movement during activities. It is the science that examines the internal and external forces acting on human body and effects produced by these forces. Now physiotherapy. Physiotherapy is a treatment to restore, maintain and make the most of the patient's mobility, function and well-being. This treatment cures the problems of joints, muscles, nerves, which involves doing exercises or having part of body massaged or warmed. Sports medicine is an important part of physical education. It is the branch of medicine that deals with physical fitness, treatment and prevention of injuries related to sports and exercise. It is the fast growing healthcare field that focuses on the treatment of athletic injuries to improve the movement and performance. Now we'll go for the sports psychology. Sports psychology is a proficiency that uses psychological knowledge and skills to address optimal performance and well-being of athletes, developmental and social aspect of sports participation, and systematic issues associated with sports setting and organizations. Now, we'll focus on occupational therapy. Occupational therapy is based on engagement in meaningful activities of daily life, such as self-care skills, especially to enable or encourage participation in such activities despite of impairments or limitations in physical or mental functioning. Food and nutrition, it is the important part of physical education. Nutrition is the biochemical and physiological process an organism uses food to support its life. We eat food to get energy, to function our body parts, and to do work. Food contains various nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, etc., which have various developmental functions in our body. Now, we'll focus on the objectives of physical education. Some important objectives of physical education are physical development, motor skill development, mental alertness, emotional stability, social competency, neuromuscular coordination, leisure time activity, and disciplined and healthy lifestyle. So, first objective of physical education is physical development. By doing physical activity or by playing games and sports, in our body, our body grow in size, shape, efficiency takes place, functioning of our organs and organ system becomes better. Motor skill development, it is the movement related development of body parts takes place, which helps to improve our performance. The third one is the mental alertness. Physical activities sharpen the mind, improves the memory and analysis ability, able to take right decision and interpret the knowledge. Emotional stability is the next objective of physical education. The person who are doing physical activity or playing games, this physical activity have the control over their emotions like love, affection, anger, jealousy, heartedness, fear, and many more. Then social competency. A person who is involved with physical education is generally considered as physically sound, and physically sound people have good energy and hard work, which drive them to help others. Their behavior and positive attitude attract other people in the society, and they are well adored by the people in the society. So, neuromuscular coordination, physical education, physical activity, games and sports helps the person in the effective relation between the nerve and muscles. Physical activity makes the nerves which direct the body parts to work better or efficiently. So, people play games and sports for getting pleasure and recreation, by which the stress, depression level will be minimized. So, people will get pleasure and they will have a mental stability. So, games and sports is a leisure time activity. It is one of the objectives. So, lastly, I can say that those people who involved with physical activity, follow the physical education pattern, they must have disciplined and healthy lifestyle. Though physical education makes a person physically fit, mentally sound, emotionally balanced, and socially well adjusted. As a result, a person is able to lead a disciplined and a healthy lifestyle. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. In the last sentence, you summed up your entire conversation. If you're physically fit, you are mentally balanced, you're physically fine, and you're mentally and even emotionally healthy. So that sums it up. These are the major objectives of physical education, which you just mentioned. And you also mentioned that food and physical health, they go hand in hand. So let's just take this point further and let's ask our next expert. Sir, Dibendhu sir, would you like to tell us that how can we promote vitality and health through physical education and even sport?
Thank you. It's a very burning topic, promoting vitality and health through physical education and sports, because in this in this competitive world, we should know how to promote that vitality. Here, vitality means it's not only the it's the power, it's the energy. It's something will which if you follow this one, it will lead you younger. You will be living your life in a healthier way. So I must tell the students and the children this vitality is very important part, and here that children are the building blocks of the society. Children are the pillar of the society. So children have to go for the physical education, guided physical education, physical activities, because in these particular outset of the society, we are not going for any physical activity and all. We are so busy with our life. Here, the thing is that we should practice, at least we should devote our 1 hour in a regular way, at least 5 days in a week, 1 hour cardio, or we can go with the muscular strength activity, we can go with the bone strength activity, we can go with the various jumping, various fundamental activities like jumping, running, throwing, those kind of activities. So it is very much important to spend our 1 hour in a regular way. Here we should understand this particular state, promoting vitality and health through physical education and sports, because here if we practice this kind of thing, we will be enriching our physiological health. Physiological health in terms, it's very important how our various body systems are functioning, because we are having our own body and we don't have that much time to get ourselves to know our body. So we should spend that much of time. We should know what is skeletal system, what is muscular system, what is nervous system, and how physical education and the various sports and activity, it helps us to increase those functional ability of this various system. Like if we spend this regular activity, if we spend certain energy, if we spend time in a particular way, in a positive way, whatever activity we'll be doing, it should be positive. Remember, we are doing certain tasks. If we don't react in a particular way, we will be not saying it's a positive one. So it should be positive way you have to lead your activity, and then only your bone health will be, our bone will be strengthened, our muscles will become strengthened, and it will be tonus, elasticity of the muscles, joints flexibility, all the things will be improved. Not only that, it will help on it will have a great effect on our respiratory system. Our lungs volume will be improved, our cardiovascular efficiency will be improved, blood will circulate in a proper way, that increase of flow of the blood will increase. Not only that, it will help us to get those essential oxygen and nutrients for performing those activities. So we will be never feel any kind of stress. We'll be able to stay stress free, because those happy hormones like cortisol and all, endorphin, and those happy hormones will be releasing, and our sleep cycle, it will be controlled properly through the pineal body. As we know, we are having endocrine system, and that endocrine system, it will be activated if you go for regular physical activity, at least 1 hour physical activity. It can be mild walk for 20 minutes, it can be a moderate walk or jogging, it can be like stretching followed by stretching, and then speed activity or something strength activity, own weight bearing exercises. in a regular way, if we perform, then we will have a good sleep, sound sleep of 6 hours at night, which we are not getting nowadays. For the children too, it's a major issue. So that is why this particular thing we need to understand, the control of those hormones. Not only that, our immune system, it will have a great effect on our immune system. That we have understood in that phase of COVID-19, especially in the second phase. We have started with the various exercises, indoor exercises, yogic exercises, activities. So that is why I should say, why should we wait for the another pandemic? We should start it from now onwards, and if we continue it, we will be getting those benefits, health benefit we will be getting. Not only that, here one more thing, our nervous system will be very much affected if we go for physical activity. Most of the children are getting very much are getting slower nowadays, not able to able to perform those activities with a faster rate. If a teacher give a command, they will take a lot of time to finish those activities, just because of they're not going for exercise and not going for running, jogging and all. Through guided physical exercise, we can increase those nerve impulses, speed of nerve impulses, those electrical signals. So basically our reaction time will be improved. So that is why we need to tell, we need to perform this physical activity in a regular way. In this contemporary lifestyle, the importance of physical education is very means we should understand the importance of physical education and physiological health. In terms of physiological health, it will help ourselves only. So we should know our body in a positive way. If we want to have those benefits from the physical education, we should start it from right now. So I want to end this particular topic with the quotation of Swami Vivekananda: arise, awake, and don't stop until the goal is achieved. Thank you. That's all.
Amazing. That's a very good point, and I'm sure our viewers, especially students, they're going to keep this point particularly in mind, and they're going to follow it the same. So let's move further, and we all know that physical education, physical activity is for all the students, be it students with special need or students without special need. So let's talk about the students with special need here. हम यहाँ पर कमलेश सर से पूछना चाहेंगे कि सर ये जो शारीरिक शिक्षा का कार्यक्रम है, इसको अगर हमारे जो विशेष आवश्यकता वाले बच्चे हैं, जो चिल्ड्रन विद स्पेशल नीड है, क्या उन्हें भी उतना ही लाभ मिलेगा जितना कि बाकी बच्चों को, या इसमें कोई अंतर है?
जी मैम, मैं सबसे पहले एक कोट प्रेजेंट करना चाहूँगा, शेयर करें. The ones that need it most receive it less. जैसे कि हम सब जानते हैं कि जिन्हें सबसे ज़्यादा आवश्यकता की ज़रूरत होती है, उन्हें ही हम सबसे कम सुविधाएं प्रोवाइड करते हैं. अगर हम बात करें विशेष आवश्यकता वाले बच्चों की, तो as we all know, all students regardless of ability should get the minimum physical education program through which they can develop their physical fitness, or the recommended physical education program or opportunity, so that they can live a healthy life with their disability. Creating an physical education program for children with special need, at least for 45 minutes a day, that will help them to increase their neuromuscular coordination and also to gain their minimum fitness level. जैसे कि नई शिक्षा प्रणाली नीति में भी इस चीज पे काफी जोर दिया गया है कि डेली मिनिमम 45 मिनट से 1 घंटे के बीच में बच्चों को फिजिकल एक्टिविटी की क्लास जरूर देना है, चाहे वो नॉर्मल बच्चा हो चाहे विशेष आवश्यकता वाला बच्चा हो। इसमें स्कूलों का पार्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है, क्योंकि स्कूल अगर इन विशेष आवश्यकता वाले बच्चों के लिए अगर बराबर का फिजिकल एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम अगर कंडक्ट करते रहें तो नो डाउट कि इन बच्चों को भी वो सारी चीज़ें मिलेगी जो फिजिकल एजुकेशन के माध्यम से एक नॉर्मल बच्चे को मिलती है। इसके साथ ही साथ मैं एक और एक इमेज के साथ अपना मैसेज देना चाहूँगा। इस इमेज को अगर आप देखोगे, इसमें एक नॉर्मल बच्चा, जहां हम बच्चों को इक्वलिटी की बात कर रहे हैं, एजुकेशन सिस्टम में इक्वलिटी की बात कर रहे हैं, वहीं एक विशेष आवश्यकता वाला बच्चा बराबर का दर्जा चाहता है, लेकिन चूंकि उसकी कुछ सीमित अपनी कहना चाहिए एक्टिविटी की वजह से वो नहीं देख पा रहा है। जहां हम इक्वलिटी की बात कर रहे हैं तो वहां पर इनको बराबर उतनी इक्वलिटी नहीं मिल रही है। लेकिन वही जब हम इक्विटी की बात करते हैं तो हमें अपने एजुकेशन सिस्टम में इस तरह के प्रोग्राम को प्लान करना होगा जिससे कि इन्हें भी बराबर का दर्जा मिले, बराबर की खेल एक्टिविटी मिले, सो दैट ये भी अपनी शारीरिक जिनको कहना चाहिए कि इम्प्रूवमेंट इन देयर फिजिकल फिटनेस ये कर सकें। इसके लिए स्पेशली एक फिजिकल एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम जो कि फिजिकल जिसको कहना चाहिए कि एडेप्टेड फिजिकल एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम डिजाइन किया जाता है। और इस प्रोग्राम के माध्यम से जो कि दिस प्रोग्राम इज अ प्रोग्राम विच डील्स विद द आर्ट साइंस of developing and implementing and carefully monitoring an instructional physical education program for learners with disability। ये adaptive physical education program ये usually रेफर किया जाता है एज ग्रुप ऑफ 3 से 21 साल के बच्चों के लिए, जहां पर हम एक स्पेशली प्लान फिजिकल एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम तैयार करते हैं जिसमें कि कुछ रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस को भी अगर मॉडिफाई करना पड़े उन बच्चों के हिसाब से तो उन रूल्स को हम मॉडिफाई करते हैं, सो दैट वो भी वो फिजिकल एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम को एंजॉय कर सके जो कि नॉर्मल बच्चा कर रहा है। एंड दिस adapted physical education program help these children and also encourage the children to engage them in a regular physical activity which help them to live a healthy lifestyle. And doing regular physical activity have a significant advantage that brings to child at all development stages of life. And this adapted physical education program can enhance their academic performance also, their cognitive functions also. क्योंकि जब बच्चा फिजिकली फिट रहता है, चाहे वो विशेष बच्चा हो चाहे वो नॉर्मल बच्चा हो, जब फिजिकल एक्टिविटी करता है तो ऑब्वियसली उसका मानसिक जो डेवलपमेंट है वो भी काफी हाई लेवल का होता है और जिससे कि उसका अपने एकेडमिक परफॉर्मेंस पे काफी इफेक्ट पड़ता है, वो एकेडमिकली बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रांग हो जाता है. एंड फॉर चिल्ड्रन विद स्पेशल नीड it's very valuable for so many reasons, because as we provide physical education program and we provide an opportunity to build a collaborative and social skills, वहां पर उन बच्चों को भी मौका मिलता है कि वो नॉर्मल बच्चों के साथ मिलके कोलैबोरेटिव स्किल्स में पार्टिसिपेट करें, अपने सोशल स्किल्स को डेवलप करें, एंड ऑल्सो टीचिंग इंडिविजुअल हाउ टू फोकस ऑन स्पेसिफिक गोल and how to overcome the obstacles which they are going to face in the coming life. And this way we can engage them in a quality physical education program. We can allow them, we can provide them an opportunity where they can learn how to tackle the obstacles, how to develop their physical fitness, and not only the physical fitness but their neuromuscular coordination will also develop through this adapted physical education program. As we all know, exercise has proven the benefits for all children, regardless of their neurological, cognitive, or physical ability. All children need an energy outlet. जैसे कि मैंने कहा energy outlet, जब तक energy utilize नहीं होगी और proper way में utilize नहीं होगी तो वो energy किसी काम की नहीं है, वो गलत जगह ही energy का use होगा. इसीलिए हर बच्चे को, चाहे वो विशेष बच्चा हो या नॉर्मल बच्चा हो, एनर्जी को यूटिलाइज करने का मौका मिलना चाहिए. तो फिजिकल एजुकेशन के माध्यम से हम उन सब बच्चों को एनर्जी को यूटिलाइज करने का मौका दे सकते हैं विद सम लाइट मॉडिफिकेशन. टू लेट द चाइल्ड पार्टिसिपेट इन रेगुलर फिजिकल एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम और इन अ मूवमेंट that is an age appropriate, that help them to develop their motor skills. यहाँ motor skills की जब बात हम कर रहे हैं तो सारे हमारे मोटर जो कंपोनेंट्स है, चाहे वो स्पीड हो, एंडोरेंस हो, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी हो या कोऑर्डिनेटिव एबिलिटी है, जब हम फिजिकल एक्टिविटी में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं तो ये सारे हमारे मोटर स्किल्स को डेवलप करने में हेल्प करते हैं. एंड टू डेवलप द हेल्दी लेवल ऑफ द बैलेंस एंड फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, muscular strength, body composition, cardiorespiratory endurance, these all helps an individual to live a healthy life. Through physical education, the child also learn the new games with some modified rules. अगर हमें जरूरत पड़े तो हम रूल्स को मॉडिफाई करते हैं उन बच्चों के लिए जिन्हें विशेष आवश्यकता की जरूरत होती है. जैसे कि हम जानते हैं कि इंटरनेशनल ओलंपिक कमेटी ने भी पैरा ओलंपिक गेम्स और डेफ ओलंपिक गेम्स के माध्यम से इन सारे प्लेटफॉर्म को तैयार किया जहां पर हर बच्चे को अपनी प्रतिभा दिखाने का मौका मिले. तो अगर ये स्कूल लेवल से ही अगर हम इन विशेष बच्चों को अगर फिजिकल एजुकेशन के माध्यम से, स्पोर्ट्स के माध्यम से ये सारे अगर एक्टिविटी अगर कराएं तो उन्हें भी एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिलेगा, उन्हें भी एक मौका मिलेगा अपने परफॉर्मेंस को दिखाने के लिए. एंड this also help them to learn, demonstrate and appreciate the social skills during physical activity. जब वो अपने एक्टिविटीज को करेंगे, अपने स्किल्स को दिखाएंगे तो उन्हें सोशल रिकग्निशन मिलेगा उनके क्लासमेट्स के द्वारा, सोसाइटी में लोगों के द्वारा. तो कहीं ना कहीं हम ये बच्चों का मेंटल एंड सोशल डेवलपमेंट भी करेंगे थ्रू एडेप्टेड फिजिकल एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम के माध्यम से. एंड ऑल्सो हेल्प देम टू डेवलप देयर मोटर स्किल्स एंड विच हेल्प देम टू डू a regular physical activity that helps the physical development as well as the psychological development. So this way, if all the special children are part of the physical education program, in that way we are providing an opportunity to develop their physical fitness, mental strength, and also allow them to mix up with the peer group. And also इन सारी एक्टिविटी के माध्यम से वो बच्चे का जो कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल बढ़ेगा, प्लस उस बच्चे की अपनी जो सोशल हेल्थ बढ़ेगी, वो उसको लाइफ में एक्सेल होने के लिए, लाइफ में आगे बढ़ने के लिए मोटिवेट करेगी. और साथ ही साथ उन बच्चों के पेरेंट्स के लिए भी एक बहुत बड़ा एक ये वरदान होगा, क्योंकि पेरेंट्स की तरफ से भी उतना ही एफर्ट होता है उन बच्चों को आगे लाने में जितना कि स्कूल में एडेप्टेड फिजिकल एजुकेशन के माध्यम से स्कूल के द्वारा किया जाता है, प्लस फिजिकल एजुकेशन टीचर्स के द्वारा किया जाता है.
बिल्कुल सर, आपने यहाँ पे बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स रेज किए. और जो आपने नई शिक्षा नीति की भी बात की है, नई शिक्षा नीति 2020 सभी बच्चों को समान अधिकार देती है और फिजिकल एजुकेशन पे जो उन्होंने जोर दिया है और ये भी कहा है कि 45 मिनट से 1 घंटे तक फिजिकल एक्टिविटी सभी बच्चों के लिए जरूरी है, चाहे वो चिल्ड्रन विद स्पेशल नीड हो, चाहे वो चिल्ड्रन विदाउट स्पेशल नीड हो. और सर जैसा कि आपने बताया कि बच्चों के मोटर स्किल्स बढ़ते हैं और जो चिल्ड्रन विद स्पेशल नीड है उनका जो कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ता है, उनके वो जो मोटिवेट होते हैं और साथ ही साथ जो उनकी सोशल हेल्थ पे असर पड़ता है वो बेहतर होती है. इससे ज्यादा और बच्चों को क्या चाहिए. तो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो कि फिजिकल एजुकेशन के माध्यम से हम बच्चों तक पहुंचा सकते हैं और उन्हें बहुत ज्यादा लाभ भी मिल सकता है. तो इसी बात को हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे और हम योगमाया मैम से पूछेंगे कि मैम, in which way do you think that physical education promotes or highlights the mental strength?
Thank you, madam, for asking me a very beautiful question. As you know, our co-panelists were talking about what is physical education, what is the objective of physical education, and how it will contribute for the overall body development and the mind development. And lastly, also my co-panelist highlighted a very interesting topic, like how the children with special need will be benefited by this. So as you know, health is wealth, but during our pandemic period, we understood the health is the only wealth. So during that time, we are fighting for our survival, maybe through physical exercises, maybe we are depending on medicine, but because of the vast advertisement of the social media, we could be able to control our immune system by practicing a lot of physical exercises. As you know, the physical education, according to the NEP, National Education Policy, is an integral part from class 1 to maybe up to PG and other higher studies, everybody is encouraged to do physical exercises as per the rule, maybe 45 minutes in a day or 1 hour or 2 hours, depending on how much time they have to utilize for this. Because first we have to understand health is the only wealth now. Second is so far my question is concerned, how like the physical education will benefit our mental strength, no doubt about this. First, all the teachers, including the physical educators and all the teachers, we have to develop a psychology for practicing the physical exercises daily. Then we have to highlight often how the regular exercise of practicing the different kind of exercises will help us to improve our mental strength. As you know, the physical education will help our learning aptitude, academic performance will be improved, our memory will be improved. It will help us to improve our self-confidence. It will help us to manage our stress. It will help us to manage different kind of conflicts. It will also help us a lot to improve our self-confidence, self-esteem, and overall, it will finally, the physical education, regular exercise or involvement in physical education will improve a mental strength for each and every individual who is doing it. So as you know, there are different kind of research studies. They're saying those children who are practicing the physical education, it will double benefit them rather than who are not practicing the physical education. Then maybe the question is, how much time we have to devote and how it will help us in developing our mental strength. You know, practice makes a man perfect. But if you will do the perfect practice, we will definitely will be a perfect man. So that physically educated teachers, they should keep in their mind how perfectly they will educate physically to our children or to other groups of the society, to the individual, so that they will get the proper education to develop their, to get a good body shape, to get a better immune system, and to activate both the internal and the external organs of the body. So first, I'll be highlighting more often how the physical education will benefit our mental strength. First, there is a good collaboration between the practice of physical education with the mental health. Those who are regularly practicing the physical education or exercises or doing any kind of exercises, maybe 10 minutes brisk walk, maybe 5-kilometer walking, maybe 45 minutes they are devoting for physical education, no doubt about this, they can experience how good they are feeling every day and how much they are able to control on their function of the heart, so for the body movements every day, and how they are coordinating the cardiovascular movements, and how they are feeling that healthy feeling that they are realizing. Second is those who are practicing the physical education or those who are doing the regular exercises daily, at least the major benefit we are getting a proper sleep at least. Because nowadays, you know, because of the different kind of food habit style, the children in different kind of, they are taking different kind of foods, which ultimately improving their obesity. And as a result of which, they are not able to move properly. And even if they are not comfortable to sit in a particular place in the class, maybe attending their classes from morning, maybe 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So that is very difficult on the part of the school children to maintain or to develop that regularity in the class. So to those children, we have to first clarify how physical benefit will help them to get a body, good body shape, which ultimately will improve their concentration in the classroom, will definitely improve their mental health to participate in different kind of academic and the curricular activities. And it will also, if they are getting a proper sleep and they have a good physique, definitely they will not hesitate to practice or to mingle with other children to participate in different kind of activities that we are promoting in the school. As a psychologist, I'll also highlight the different kind of other benefits of physical education, which is dragging us to develop their mental strength. So second is the social skills. As you know, participation in different kind of sports and exercises or in physical activity will give them a good sense of identity. Here I can share a very good example. Last I was talking to school children who told me, just a student of class 7 was telling me, madam, I'm good in academics, but I am I'm feeling bad because nobody knows me in school, because those who are participating in different kind of physical activity, other children are calling them by the name that the best goalkeeper, he is good, he is confident, he is having a good coordination among the physics and the mind. So I told him, if you feel that through physical education you can improve your social skills and you want a good identity, then you practice. Then, but thank God he's a good football player. And after practicing in the different kind of everyday in physical activities, such as in football competitions in the school level, he could achieve different kind of scores in that competition. And now he's feeling very good. And he is telling that everybody is telling that that I'm good in this, I'm good in that, I'm good in this, and everybody that I'm one among the others. So that definitely we have to give different kind of examples to the student to encourage them to participate in different kind of physical activity, and through that we can improve a lot of mental strength. Second is this participation in social in physical activity will improve their social relationship, that they have to manage different kind of conflict, time management, how they will like mingle with other students. That rigidity part will definitely can be reduced to some extent, and we can help them to participate in a better way to different kind of activities, and to help with other peers, so that they can improve their physical strength, which will ultimately improve their mental strength. Then my next point is the self-esteem and the character development. Self-esteem, no doubt, when after winning in a game or sports, when we're shaking their hand, that kind of situation will definitely improve the sense of confidence and the self-esteem, that I'm good in this, and because of the physical participation, physical activity participation, I got this kind of strength, and everybody is very much happy to congratulate me, maybe a winner or maybe a loser. But the participation and the welcoming, when we're welcoming the students or the school children or college students to any kind of game and sports, the way we are welcoming them, that definitely will improve their self-esteem, no doubt about this. And participating in different kind of physical activity will help them to understand what is who is a winner and who is a loser. And sometimes they forget who is a winner and who is a loser, and the collaborative approach between both the teams or in different kind of competitions will definitely help them to manage different kind of managing different kind of challenges in different kind of competitive environment. As you know, in participating in physical activity will improve a lot of self-discipline, and it will also help them to achieve different kind of goal settings. Though we'll encourage the student to participate in different kind of physical education, in which way it will help them to goal setting, because every day with the help of the physical educator, they are setting different kind of goals. How much effort today I'll put to achieve this kind of goal, to give a better performance, how much goal I have to set, how much repetitions I have to do, how much practice I have to do, how much relaxation techniques that I have to practice after my event is, my practice session is over. So after learning all these things, the child himself is understanding, I have to discipline first, and I have to focus on my physical educator, that these are the things I have to remember, then practice, and slowly and gradually he's setting different kind of goals. And second, the next important point that I have to highlight here, I have to highlight upon here is that through physical activity, we can help to improve the mental strength through improving their better academic performance. You know, those who are practicing, involving themselves into the physical activity, they are getting, they are focused in the classroom, they are very much disciplined, and they are concentrating on their, whenever the teaching is going on, they are concentrating what the teacher is telling in the class. And more or less, after focusing on all these things, the physical education is not only imparting a better physical fitness, but also the overall development of the child is happening through this physical education, which will definitely help the confidence to develop the mental health of our students. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Madam.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. You raised some of the very important points, and you even gave a real life incident where the student approached you and you told him to practice, and now he's doing better. So that's the greatest achievement for any teacher, and in this case, a physical education teacher especially. So we'll take this conversation further, and we'll invite our next guest for his points. And he is Mr. Sibaprasad Patel. Sir, would you like to tell us that what is the role of physical education to solve the perturbation of the biological clock and also to improve the circadian rhythm of the student?
Okay, thank you so much. It's really a very important concern nowadays when we will discuss about the biological clock. First of all, we need to discuss what's the meaning of biological clock or circadian rhythm. Then we can discuss about the importance of physical education in school to improve the outright biological clock. Then we can discuss about certain strategy, what kind of strategy that we can follow to improve biological clock or to maintain it in a very positive way. So as we know, biological clock is sound like something related with time. uh, we always try to make ourselves adjust within a routine, as our body is also try to fit within a certain thing, certain time zone. That is somehow we can say that bodily internal clock. Or we know that all living beings like human, animals, plant, fungi, even if microorganism also adopt each their biological process to the 24-hour day and night. So as such case, having a biological clock which is a disturbed one can be the important concern for a physical well-being as well as for mental well-being. So circadian, there is a circadian rhythm, uh, where we are discussing about the circadian rhythm, also known as the biological clock, regulates the every living organism, some very necessary and important biological functions, some very necessary, just like we can say that sleep awakening cycle, hormone secretion, blood pressure, even metabolism. So here we can say that the science behind all these things is with the pineal gland, with the pituitary is called, uh, which based on the biological rhythm, where biological clock, where we are saying that circadian rhythm is also known as the biological system which proceed within a time. Okay, where mostly students have an issue within that. Mostly when we try to have a conversation with students, those who are be there for the counseling, they say that, sir, I'm having this issue, that issue, having stress, academic pressure and all. But somehow all these things are directly or indirectly related with the disturbance in biological clock. So somehow they don't have a fixed time to take food, that may be breakfast, that may be lunch, dinner. Whether they are taking lunch or dinner, somehow they are not able to take the lunch and dinner within a specific time. So that's the thing that we are saying, it is out of track. The biological clock is out of track. At such case, the rhythm that means which is in order, uh, our body is not able to cope up with that situation, and we face certain kind of hormonal imbalance, certain kind of biological conflict in our body, which may leads to certain mental pressure. And at that case, student got confused, sir, how you are saying that all these things are related with the physical things, all these things are related with the physical education. So as such case, when we have a kind of conversation with the students, we mostly, the main concern, the main focus is all about discussing all about is the how you can understand the outputs of the biological clock. First, we need to explain that what are the best outcomes of it. The main function of biological clock is to regulate the circadian rhythm by integrating with other cerebral and extra cerebral nerves in uh, take an example, we only discuss about the hormones, where uh, hormones which is responsible for a good sleep, hormone which is responsible for a activeness in body. So as such case, when they are not able to follow certain track, certain biological track, which is not fixed, which is not stable, as such case, they are not able to proceed their physical health or mental health in a very cognitive way, within a very progressive way. So here we may also guide them that how they may develop their schedule, make a proper schedule where they can follow when they have to take breakfast, what kind of breakfast they have to take, and how to maintain a proper time for different kind of activities that may be related with sleep, that may be related with hunger, that may be related with the metabolic energy control, that may be related with your body temperature, even if so, where the student have to understand sometimes mental conflict, mental problems are not only the problems that we deal with the cognitive way. We always have to focus on all small things, and when we are not able to focus on all this, we are somehow unable to find out what are the source of the problem, where most of the students face that सर हमें ये चीज मन नहीं करता, हमें रात को नींद नहीं आती, when you are able to sleep, the sleep is not that much qualitative, or we don't have a proper schedule to follow. Whether we have a schedule, we are not able to follow it, either our body is not able to cope up with the new schedule. So it is all about the biological clock, it's all about the circadian rhythms. So where most of the students, those who have a common idea about the physical education, somehow they can maintain their biological clock properly. So we can jump to the conclusion some easily, that how do circadian rhythms affect health. So if we were gonna focus on the next slide, we can understand that circadian rhythms can influence important functions in our bodies, such as that may be hormone release, that may be eating habits. Okay, when mostly students have a doubt that how the bodily clock is related with the eating habits. Somehow their parents also have a complaint that बच्चा टाइम पे खाना नहीं खा रहा, बच्चा टाइम पे सही खाना नहीं खा रहा है, सो नहीं रहा है. So it is somehow they relate with a behavioral issue, but it's not the behavioral issue, it is somehow related with your biological clock. However, the effect of the bodily temperature, somehow we are not able to adjust with the environment very easily because of the out of track biological clock. However, most of the people notice that the effect of circadian rhythm on their on their sleep patterns mostly. Okay, when I'm saying the type of sleep, that may be sound sleep. Right now in this situation, discussing about sound sleep, like I have a treasure, I have a gold, but it is very rare within a population that we have, like students. When they are saying, sir, we have a pressure of exam, we have a pressure of homework, we have a pressure of completing our syllabus and all assignments. When they have a routine, when they have a schedule for a late night study, mostly they are not able to maintain such biological, a good biological, healthy biological clock. So here, when we are saying discussing about the circadian rhythm, it influences overall the time by the behavioral patterns, even if the external stimuli, just like the heat, just like the light, somehow students are right now not able to spend time under the sun. Mostly they have spend their time with mobiles, specifically after the COVID situation. It's somehow every student have mobile, so as such case they are not able to make themselves out for the daily exercise, regular exercise, even if it's very difficult for the parents to convince their child that move out and spend some time with your friends, because you don't have any friends outside. Everyone is busy with their electronical device, everyone is busy with their mobiles and social media accounts. As such case, we can't force someone to do the same task. But as such case, we can scientifically explain the students that is not all about the behavioral issue. It's not all about the so-called talks related with your teachers, so-called talks and advice with the parents. Sometimes we need to change the biological clock and effect that when we address the effects of all those things, we can understand that human cell, how the human cell gain the number of number of improvement in other activities. That may be the development in focus, development in recalling something, or development in bodily activities that may be related with your physical health. Somehow they are able to focus on their study, which is somehow related with your mental health as well. They are not even if they will going to focus on a proper biological clock, they develop a proper biological clock, they not even face the stress, anxiety. And somehow when we are able to focus on all these things, this is the networks which is mainly affected by exposure of daylight, darkness of the night, and hours of eating and sleeping. So in a very easy way, when we will going to say that is your day-to-day activity, is your day-to-day routine where we somehow not able to make them important. As
Absolutely.
such case giving and tips like light therapy, like we have to make a proper schedule for all meals, that may be breakfast, lunch, dinner. Schedule a proper scheduled exercise must be there, a scheduled sleep must be there. If you have certain diseases, illness, must have to take it care by proper medication, by proper physical exercise. So all these things that we need to focus to develop a proper biological clock. And
Yes.
all students must have to understand it.
Right.
Thank you so much, ma'am,
Thank
for
you.
the
Thank you so much, sir. We have greatly understood that what are the outcomes of biological clock, and eating right is something we really need to do. So that was an interesting chat about biological clock, and I hope you've understood the concept now. And now let's go back to our another expert, and we have Mr. Sudhanshu Kumar Nanda. सर, हम आपसे जानना चाहेंगे कि ये जो स्कूल के बच्चे हैं उनके लिए ये जो शारीरिक शिक्षा का कार्यक्रम है वो किस तरह से प्रभाव करता है, उनका इम्पैक्ट कैसे होता है।
थैंक यू मैम
जी।
आज हम लोग कुछ चर्चा करेंगे जो हमारे स्कूल जाने वाले जो बच्चे होते हैं, शारीरिक शिक्षा का क्या प्रभाव होता है उनके ऊपर। जैसे एनसीईआरटी का रिसर्च के अनुसार फिजिकल एजुकेशन का इम्पोर्टेंस स्कूल बच्चों के लिए बहुत बड़ा उपयोगी होता है, जिसके तहत एनसीईआरटी ने सारे स्कूल्स एंड कॉलेजेस में जैसे फिजिकल एजुकेशन को आज ए सब्जेक्ट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन किया गया। इट इज नॉट इम्प्लीमेंटेड एज एन सब्जेक्ट, इट इज फॉर ऑल राउंड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ चिल्ड्रेन, स्कूल चिल्ड्रेन। ये स्कूल में जैसे एक्टिविटी के तौर पर जनरली स्कूल के बच्चे जो होते हैं बहुत एनर्जेटिक होते हैं, एग्रेसिव होते हैं इन नेचर, उनके पास एनर्जी लेवल जो होता है बहुत होता है। और इसीलिए हमारे जो एनसीईआरटी जो इम्प्लीमेंटेशन हुआ है सारे स्कूल में कॉलेज में, जो वेरियस प्रोग्राम्स ये इम्प्लीमेंटेशन हुआ है। और उसके साथ साथ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का जो प्रोग्राम्स है आजकल, जैसे फिट इंडिया, खेलो इंडिया, ये प्रोग्राम हमारे स्कूलों में इम्प्लीमेंटेशन होता है। इसी में स्कूल में जो प्रोग्राम होता है सारे स्कूल में फिजिकल एक्टिविटी के हिसाब से, जैसे स्कूल में इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के हिसाब से बच्चों को खेल कूद के जैसे मौका मिलता है। और इसी के जैसे स्कूल में अंत सदन जैसे मतलब बच्चों के बीच बीच में जो कंपटीशन करवाया जाता है एवरी डे, हर क्लासेस के लिए कुछ गेम्स पीरियड भी अलॉटमेंट होता है, जैसे बच्चे खेल कूद करते हैं। और ये जो माना जाता है क्लासरूम जो है, प्ले फील्ड है, प्ले ग्राउंड इज द बिगेस्ट क्लासरूम इन द स्कूल। ये सबसे बड़ा क्लासरूम माना जाता है, जहाँ पे बहुत सारा एक्टिविटीज बच्चों को मिलता है और बहुत सारा सीख मिलता है। बच्चे जो प्ले ग्राउंड होता है, इट इज फुल ऑफ नेचर। यहाँ पर कहीं टाइल्स नहीं होता है, एयर कंडीशन नहीं होता है, टेबल चेयर्स नहीं होते हैं, ब्लैक बोर्ड नहीं होते हैं, लेकिन ये फुल ऑफ नेचर होता है। इसमें पूरा इसी ग्रीन ग्रास में भरा हुआ होता है, जैसे फ्री एयर मिलता है, फ्री सनशाइन मिलता है, और इसी में बच्चों को कोई ऑब्स्टेकल नहीं होता है। बच्चे जहां सोचते हैं वहां दौड़ते हैं, और उधर फुटबॉल खेलते हैं, वॉलीबॉल खेलते हैं, और बहुत सारे जो जिनको जो पसंद है वो बच्चे खेलते हैं, जिसमें उनका फिजिकल फिटनेस के डेवलपमेंट होने के साथ साथ ऑलराउंड डेवलपमेंट होता है। और जैसे बच्चे जो होते हैं, ये मतलब जनरली जैसे एनर्जी लेवल इनका हाई रहता है, और खेलने के लिए कोई भी बच्चे हो, बुढ़े हो, जो भी होते हैं, खेलने के लिए सबको मन करता है। और खेलने के साथ साथ वो जिसी में उनका इंटरेस्ट रहता है, उसी में उनको वो सीखने के लिए जो वो मन लगा के उसको सीखते हैं। जनरली स्कूल के बारे में हम लोग बात करेंगे। स्कूल में जैसे इंटर हाउस कॉम्पिटिशन्स होता है, इंटर क्लास कॉम्पिटिशन्स कंडक्ट किया जाता है, एनुअल स्पोर्ट्स मीट कंडक्ट किया जाता है, और आजकल जैसे गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के कार्यक्रम से खेलो इंडिया, फिट इंडिया, खेलो इंडिया जैसे गेम्स एंड स्पोर्ट्स, खेलो इंडिया का जो प्रोग्राम्स होता है, फिट इंडिया जैसे साइक्लोथॉन होता है, जैसे बच्चे कुछ साइकिल मैराथन्स करते हैं, और फिट इंडिया प्लॉगिंग रन होता है। प्लॉगिंग रन ये ऐसा एक्टिविटी है जहाँ पे दौड़ दौड़ के जैसे कोई जो वेस्ट मटेरियल को कलेक्ट करते हैं, जिसे मतलब फिजिकल फिटनेस उसमें बढ़ता है, उसी के साथ साथ जो है हमारा पर्यावरण का जो स्वच्छता आता है। और उसके साथ साथ फिट इंडिया के अंतर्गत, प्रोग्राम के अंतर्गत, ये एक फिट इंडिया असेसमेंट किया जाता है, जो बच्चों का फिटनेस लेवल, उनका स्ट्रेंथ, एंड्योरेंस, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, स्पीड, एजिलिटी, ये मेजरमेंट किया जाता है। और उसका रिकॉर्ड भी किया जाता है। ये हर स्कूल में अभी 2 टर्म में किया जाता है, जिससे पता चलता है, हर बच्चों को पता चलता है कि अपना फिटनेस लेवल कितना है
जी।
तो उसके साथ साथ बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम, जैसे इंटरनेशनल योगा डे, ये ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड अभी सेलिब्रेट होता है, जो सारे स्कूल में इसी को मतलब 1 हफ्ते तक सेलिब्रेट किया जा रहा है। 21 जून को इसको एवरी ईयर सेलिब्रेट किया जाता है। देन बच्चों को बहुत सारे जैसे फ्री हैंड एक्सरसाइजेस, कैलिस्थेनिक्स, डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ ड्रिल्स, ये फिजिकल एजुकेशन में बच्चों को सीख दिया जाता है, जो बच्चे उसी में इंटरेस्ट रखते हैं। और बच्चों को भी ऐसे आउटसाइड ऑफ द स्कूल बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स कंडक्ट किया जाता है, जैसे इंटर स्कूल कॉम्पिटिशन्स, इंटर रीजियन स्कूल कॉम्पिटिशन, इंटर स्कूल नेशनल इंटर स्कूल कॉम्पिटिशन, ऑल्सो SGFI जो है ऑल इंडिया स्कूल गेम्स फेडरेशन ऑफ इंडिया, इसी के जो स्कूल बच्चे उसी में भाग लेते हैं। और इंटरनेशनल स्कूल गेम्स भी कंडक्ट किया जाता है, जो हमारे इंडिया के स्कूल टीम्स जो है इंटरनेशनल स्कूल गेम में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं जी। ये सब स्कूल का प्रोग्राम होता है। देन हम लोग अभी बात करेंगे थोड़ा बहुत जो बच्चों के ऊपर इसका क्या प्रभाव होता है। बच्चों का जिसमें फिजिकल फिटनेस बढ़ता है, फिजिकल फिटनेस शारीरिक रूप से वो थोड़ा फिट होते हैं, जिसमें बोन मसल्स बिकम स्ट्रॉन्गर, जॉइंट्स कैन बी फ्लेक्सिबल, इसी में ओबेसिटी रिड्यूस होता है, इसी में बॉडी पोस्चर भी इंप्रूव होता है, जिसी में गुड लुक बॉडी भी बिल्ड होता है बच्चों को बाय प्लेइंग गेम्स एंड स्पोर्ट्स और डूइंग फिजिकल एक्टिविटी। ऑर्गन सिस्टम्स बिकम्स बेटर, हमारे जो ऑर्गन सिस्टम्स है, डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम, रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम, सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम, ये सब बेटर होता है, इफेक्टिव होता है। और उसके साथ साथ बच्चों के मोटर फिटनेस भी डेवलप होता है। मोटर फिटनेस जिसमें स्पीड, ये मूवमेंट रिलेटेड होता है। बच्चे जो गेम स्पोर्ट्स खेलते हैं, आउटडोर गेम्स खेलते हैं, और उसी में जो मूवमेंट होता है उनका बॉडी पार्ट्स, उसी में उनका स्पीड, एंडुरेंस, एजिलिटी, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, ये सब में एनहांस होता है।
जी
उसके साथ साथ बच्चे इसमें रिक्रिएशन बच्चों को बहुत मिलता है। रिक्रिएशन जो बच्चे फिजिकल एक्टिविटी करते हैं, उसी में हमारे बॉडी में एक हार्मोनल सिक्रेशन होता है जो सेरोटोनिन बोला जाता है, जो हमारे ब्रेन को एक्टिव रखता है और हमारे जो मूड है वो खुश रहता है, जिसी में हमारे ये बॉडी का इम्यूनिटी डेवलप करता है। और
जी
हमारे जैसे स्ट्रेस, डिप्रेशन, एंजाइटी, ये इसी से रिलीफ मिलता है।
बिल्कुल
और
सर,
हमारा
बहुत सारे इम्पैक्ट हैं जो हमने इस कॉन्वर्सेशन में आपसे जाने। हम आपका धन्यवाद करते हैं। बहुत ज्यादा समय नहीं है हमारे पास और बहुत सारी बातचीत अभी भी बाकी है, इसलिए हम आगे बढ़ेंगे। और जैसा कि आपने बताया कि स्कूल्स में बहुत सारे कॉम्पिटिशन्स होते हैं और जो भारत सरकार है वो भी बहुत प्रमोट कर रही है फिजिकल एक्टिविटी को, चाहे वो इंडिया खेलो खेलो इंडिया, फिट इंडिया के माध्यम से हो या फिर इंटरनेशनल योगा डे के माध्यम से हो। बहुत कुछ हम बच्चों के लिए करना चाहते हैं और फिजिकल एक्टिविटी को प्रमोट भी किया जा रहा है। इसी से जुड़ा हुआ हम सर से जानना चाहेंगे, हम दिवेंदु सर से जानना चाहेंगे कि सर, हमने फिजिकल एक्टिविटी के बारे में तो बातचीत की, लेकिन क्या आप हमें फिजिकल इनएक्टिविटी के बारे में प्लीज बताएंगे, एंड व्हाट आर इट्स इफेक्ट्स और नो हार्मफुल इफेक्ट्स ऑन द ह्यूमन मूवमेंट? Please keep your conversation crisp. We've got not much time and we've got a lot to talk
Yes.
about.
Thank you,
Sir.
ma'am. Actually, it is a very important topic. As we are listening that particular term, physical activity, sports, games, and here it is very important, physical inactivity, because we are in the age of technology. We are in the age of science. We are in that particular modern age where we have forgotten all those things. Means if we want anything, we will directly say to Alexa, switch on, switch off, this kind of thing. We are bound with the remotes, we are bound with the every mechanical gadgets. So in this particular 21st century, these particular term physical inactivity, it refers to the those kind of activity where we are using those electronical gadgets, we are searching them by sitting in a place for longer period of time. We are sitting inside. Students, basically children, are sitting in front of their laptops. Nowadays they are doing their classes on the mobile phones, so for long period of time they are sitting in front of their laptops. So that makes them physically inactive, because here they are totally forgetting to use their body parts, to move their body parts, arms, legs, head, and all those things. So here I'm having a stat. In India, 44% women are physically inactive and 25% male are physically inactive in perspective of India. And in whole world, India means here India is having average of 38% physical inactive people. And in this list, Kuwait is coming in the very top list, because with the 67 percentage. And Uganda, country like Uganda, they are having only 5% physical inactive person in their country. So here you can understand ki India are means in a threat condition, means they are in that particular threshold level. So physical inactivity, if we are not going outside, if we are not involving in those activity, it will lead to those hypochondriac diseases, ma'am. Actually, hypochondriac diseases, these are the nothing but very simple word. These are the daily life diseases. Very first one is very important. First one is obesity, because the country like India, we are having around 45 million obese children. 45 million obese children, and throughout the world, that particular stat is around 180 million. So here you can understand ki children, as I told you earlier, ki children are the building block of the society. They are the pillar of the future. So here, if we want to build a nation in a particular way, that particular part aspect of obesity, we need to take care, because it is entirely derived by the physical inactivity, because we are forgetting that we are not doing any physical movement. Then comes to the next part, that is hypertension, diabetes, back pain, asthma, arthritis, those various kind of things. These are the result of that physical inactivity. These are the lifestyle diseases. We need to change our mindset. We need to go outside, or we can stay inside of our home. We can go for physical movement. Here, we need to understand that obesity, from this particular obesity, all the diseases, it will take place in the body. From obesity, there are various postural deformities in the children, and those are taking place, like we can say, by sitting in front of laptop or mobile games, or by surfing net, and they are having their particular kyphosis, means here at the thoracic region they are having pain, like a hunchback of a camel. So it is a postural deformity. They are they are having deviated spine, scoliosis, and they are having lordosis, which in terms of means this kind of thing. They are having bow leg, flat foot. These kind of things are getting from the obesity. So this particular obesity we need to control, and only medicine is physical activity. But I must say, physical activity is a misconception. It's not entirely physical education. It's a part of physical education. We need that guided physical activity. As ma'am said, we need to go for perfect practice. Perfect practice only makes a man perfect. So that is why perfect practice, regular way practice, 45 to 1 hour practice, cardio. We need to go for various aerobic activities. We need to go for strength activities. We need to go for various movement, like we need to go for jumping. We need to go for like running. We need to go for throwing, catching. Those kind of fundamental activities we need to perform. Then only our joint will move. Our body joints will move, because all the joints are having their different range of motions. Some joints will be able to move in 360-degree joint. Our shoulder joint will be able to move in a 360-degree. Hip joint will be able to move in a 360-degree angle. So if we don't go for physical activity, if we are getting inactive by sitting so long in a particular place, by facing that particular contemporary lifestyle in a long way, our joints will not become that much of motion we are not having on our joints. That we need to understand. All the joints are having their own range of motions: flexion, extension, abduction, adduction. All those kind of things are very much important. So my request to the students, please go for physical activity, sports, physical education. To take, you can take those learning materials, those experiences. Then only by means of experience you'll be able to take your health. You'll be able to concern your health. You'll be able to know yourself better than others. So I must end with my conversation with a quotation again. We should start it. We should take the pain from now if we want to achieve our future. Thank you. That's all.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Well said that we should include one or the other physical activity in our routine, no matter how busy we are in our daily lives. Thank you so much, sir. And let's ask Dr. Kamlesh Soni. Sir, earlier we spoke about children with special needs. हम यहाँ भी आपसे जानना चाहेंगे कि जो children with special need होते हैं, उन्हें हर एक्टिविटी में, फिजिकल एक्टिविटी में खास तौर से इंक्लूड करना, इन्वॉल्व करना इतना आसान नहीं होता है. तो उसके लिए कुछ मेथड्स, कुछ स्ट्रैटेजीज आप हमारे टीचर्स को, हमारे सभी व्यूअर्स को बताना चाहेंगी, जिस तरह से हम उन्हें मोटिवेट कर सकें और वो भी इन फिजिकल एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम का पार्ट बन सके.
It's very important that students should get an equal opportunity. The special child should get an opportunity to be part of the physical education program. तो उसके लिए कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं जो एक फिजिकल एजुकेशन टीचर को या कोचेस को ध्यान में रखना है. The first thing is the sensory integration. जब हम सेंसरी इंटीग्रेशन की बात करते हैं तो इसमें दो चीज बहुत महत्वपूर्ण हो जाती है कि व्हेन वी आर हैविंग अ फिजिकल एजुकेशन क्लास, then in physical education class the mic or the audio system should not be so loud, and music should not be so loud, and the lighting should not be in such a way that the light will be light directly coming on the special children. ये चीजें बच्चों को थोड़ा सा डिस्करेज करती है, थोड़ा सा उन्हें इरिटेट करती है. तो एक चीज ये बहुत जरूरी हो जाता है कि जब आप कोई क्लासरूम में अगर इन बच्चों को बैठा रहे हैं तो वहाँ म्यूजिक का जो साउंड हो वो कम हो और लाइटिंग इफेक्ट भी थोड़े से नॉर्मल रहे. एंड ये एक ऐसे बैरियर्स हैं जो कि बच्चे को थोड़ा सा डिस्करेज करते हैं फिजिकल एक्टिविटी प्रोग्राम में पार्टिसिपेट करने की. जब हम इंडोर एक्टिविटीज की अगर बात करते हैं, देयर आर मेनी स्टूडेंट्स आल्सो दे आर सेंसिटिव टू ब्राइट लाइट, इवन सनलाइट आल्सो, आउटडोर गेम्स आल्सो. तो ऐसे कंडीशन में हम उन ऐसे बच्चों को अगर इंडोर गेम्स अगर करा रहे हैं तो हम ये चीज का ध्यान रखें कि लाइट एंड साउंड दोनों ही नॉर्मल हो, सो दैट उनके सीखने के जो तरीका है वो अच्छा रहे और वो डिस्टर्बेंस ना क्रिएट करे. देन म्यूजिक प्रॉब्लम्स को तो हम साउंड को कम करके कर सकते हैं, सेम वे लाइट को भी हम उसी तरह कम करके कर सकते हैं. और आउटडोर एक्टिविटीज को हम कोशिश कर सकते हैं कि कुछ एक्टिविटीज ऐसी भी हो जो शेड में हम करा सकें, सो दैट वो डायरेक्टली सनलाइट को फेस ना करें. इसके साथ ही साथ एक और तरीका भी हो सकता है कि उनके बिहेवियर को, जो कि एक बहुत बड़ा कंसर्न होता है जब हम फिजिकल एजुकेशन क्लासेस की बात करते हैं, अगर टीचर्स की तरफ से, अगर उनके क्लासमेट्स के द्वारा अगर मोटिवेशन उन्हें ना दिया जाए, अगर पॉजिटिव बिहेवियर ना शो किया जाए, तो स्पेशल बच्चे जो होते हैं वो थोड़ा सा डिस्करेज होते हैं. पॉजिटिव बिहेवियर या पॉजिटिव बिहेवियर इंटरवेंशन एंड सपोर्ट आर द सिस्टमैटिक एंड प्रूवन मेथड to prevent negative behavior and increase a healthy interaction, जिसको कि हम कह सकते हैं कि इस मेथड को हम प्रिवेंट, टीच एंड रीइंफोर्स के माध्यम से हम समझ सकते हैं कि अगर हम कोई भी चीज को अगर हम प्रिवेंट कर रहे हैं और अगर प्रिवेंट करके अगर हम वो बच्चों को अगर सिखा रहे हैं तो डेफिनेटली उन बच्चों को इन सब चीजों का बेनिफिट जरूर मिलेगा. बिहेवियरल एक्सपेक्टेशन जो होते हैं वो कई तरह से बिगिनिंग में ही हमें बच्चों के साथ में शो करना है, सो दैट बच्चों का कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल आपके ऊपर बढ़े एज ए टीचर, एज ए क्लासमेट्स, सो दैट बच्चा, एक स्पेशल बच्चा भी अपने आप को उस क्लास का पार्ट माने. वहीं क्लास साइज की अगर हम बात करें तो फिजिकल एजुकेशन क्लासेस आर बिकमिंग लार्जर एंड लार्जर ड्यू टू द नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट बीइंग एडमिटेड इन द स्कूल. Because all these private schools and even in the government schools, we are having a good number of students in their classrooms, and sometimes this class size also affect the participation of these special children. तो हमें ये चीज का ध्यान रखना है कि क्लास साइज इतना हो जहां पर बच्चा भी कंफर्टेबल रहे. By working with the school workers, अगर हम स्कूल के साथ अगर काम करें और क्लासरूम के साइज को कुछ एक सुटेबल नंबर में रखें, जहां हर क्लासरूम में अगर स्पेशल बच्चा भी रहे और उस बच्चे को हम उसका पार्ट बनाएं, तो कहीं ना कहीं उन्हें इस फिजिकल एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम का बेनिफिट मिलेगा. एंड देन कम्स द पीयर टू पीयर सपोर्ट. ये क्लासमेट्स को सपोर्ट भी एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है इस फिजिकल एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम फॉर स्पेशल चिल्ड्रन, जहां पर बच्चा अगर कोई गेम खेल रहा है तो गेम इस तरह के सिलेक्ट करे जहां पर कोलैबोरेटिव इफेक्ट का मौका ज्यादा मिले, ना कि इंडिविजुअल गेम हम उन्हें खिलाएं. क्योंकि कोलैबोरेटिव इफेक्ट की जब बात आती है तो वो स्पेशल बच्चा भी अपने टीम में उतना ही इफेक्ट दे सकता है जितना नॉर्मल बच्चा दे रहा है. तो इस माध्यम से हम क्लास साइज, ग्रुप साइज को एक सीमित दायरे में रखते हुए उन बच्चों को भी मौका दें जो कि स्पेशल कैटेगरी में आते हैं. देन उसके बाद हम टीम बिल्डिंग की बात करते हैं. तो फिजिकल एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम जो है, दिस इज अ प्रोग्राम विच गिव्स एन स्टूडेंट एन परफेक्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी टू फॉर्म अ टीम बिल्डिंग एक्सरसाइजेज. वहां पर उन्हें टीम में काम करके, टीम में रहते हुए अपने टीम को सपोर्ट करने का मौका मिलता है. इंस्टेड ऑफ कॉम्पिटिटिव गेम्स, द क्लास कैन फोकस ऑन क्रिएटिव गेम्स एंड ओनली सक्सीड व्हेन ए होल टीम वर्क. जब एक टीम ऐसे काम करती है तभी उन्हें सक्सेस मिलती है. तो हम कोशिश करें कि फिजिकल एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम में या फिजिकल एजुकेशन क्लास में इस तरह के गेम्स को हम ज्यादा तवज्जो दें, जहां पर टीम का रोल ज्यादा हो, क्रिएटिविटी ज्यादा हो, बच्चों का ज्यादा से ज्यादा इन्वॉल्वमेंट हो. देन कम्स द एक्सेसिबिलिटी. बच्चों को इन सब प्रोग्राम्स में पार्टिसिपेट कराने के लिए हमें क्लासरूम या प्लेग्राउंड के सरफेस को या क्लासरूम के सरफेस को भी ध्यान में रखना है। चूंकि इन बच्चों को कई तरह की कहना चाहिए कि डिसऑर्डर्स होते हैं, जिसमें कि डिसलेक्सिया हो गया, ऐसे कई डिसऑर्डर्स हैं जो कि मेरे को स्पीकर दिवेंदु जी ने भी डिस्कस करा। स्कोलियोसिस हो गया, काइफोसिस हो गया, या फ्लैट फुट हो गया। तो इस तरह के डिफॉर्मिटीज को भी आपको ध्यान में रखते हुए आपको प्रोग्राम के एक्सेसिबिलिटी को भी ध्यान में रखना है, और उसी हिसाब से आपको प्रोग्राम डिजाइन करना है, सो दैट कि बच्चा जब जिम में जाए या आउटडोर फील्ड में जाए तो वो अनकंफर्टेबल महसूस ना हो और वो पूरे अच्छे तरीके से 100% पार्टिसिपेट कर सके। इसके अलावा कुछ और भी अल्टरनेटिव्स हैं जो कि हम कर सकते हैं, जैसे कि जब हम क्लास एनरोलमेंट की बात करते हैं फिजिकल एजुकेशन की, तो उसमें सबसे बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट हो जाता है कि आप बच्चे को कितना टाइम दे रहे हैं, इस स्पेशल बच्चों को कितना आप टाइम दे रहे हैं एक्टिविटीज में पार्टिसिपेट करने के लिए। देन उनके कितने मूवमेंट्स को आप अलाउ कर रहे हैं। फ्रीक्वेंट मूवमेंट्स अलाउ करने से उन्हें भी मौका मिलेगा। लॉन्ग सिटिंग पोजीशन में अगर उन्हें हम बिठा देंगे तो वो एक इंटरेस्ट उनका जो है वो कम होता चला जाएगा। देन उसके बाद फॉलो थ्रू टीचर्स के द्वारा या क्लास रिप्रेजेंटेटिव के द्वारा उन फिजिकल एक्टिविटी क्लासेस का भी करना होगा, क्योंकि अगर बच्चों से फॉलो थ्रू अगर नहीं लिया जाएगा या फॉलो बैक नहीं लिया जाएगा तो वो बच्चे कितना सीखे या कितना करना चाह रहे हैं वो आपको नहीं मिल पाएगा और वो ओपन अप नहीं हो पाएंगे। तो इसीलिए जरूरी है कि जब हम इस तरह के ऑल्टरनेटिव मेथड्स को यूज करते हैं इन क्लासरूम टीचिंग, तो ये स्पेशल बच्चे भी इस प्रोग्राम को एंजॉय करते हैं, पूरी तरह से पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं, और कहीं ना कहीं इन सब चीजों का सीधा लिंक होता है एक टीचर के प्रोफेशनल डेवलपमेंट के ऊपर भी। टीचर्स को अगर हम प्रोफेशनली, खासकर एडेप्टेड फिजिकल एजुकेशन प्रोग्राम से रिलेटेड अगर हम उन्हें ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम दें, अगर उन्हें गाइड करें, उनको ओरिएंट करें, तो कहीं ना कहीं ये टीचर्स भी अपना पार्ट प्ले करेंगे उन बच्चों को आगे लाने में। और इन सब चीजों को अगर हम क्लासरूम टीचिंग में अगर इफेक्टिवली यूज करते हैं तो नो डाउट ये सारे बच्चे भी उतने ही एंथुजियाज्म से, उतने ही इंटरेस्ट से पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे जितने कि नॉर्मल बच्चे कर रहे हैं।
जी
मैम,
बिल्कुल सर। तो आपकी ये जो कॉन्वर्सेशन थी बहुत ही अच्छी थी। हमारे पास और समय नहीं है चर्चा करने का, नहीं तो मेरे पास बहुत कुछ था आप सभी से पूछने के लिए, और इतने एस्टीम्ड गेस्ट हमारे साथ इस कार्यक्रम में हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं। बहुत ही अच्छी बात है ये, बहुत ही खुशी होती है, और हमारे जितने भी व्यूअर्स हैं उन्हें भी देख के बहुत अच्छा लगता है। आपको सुनने में बहुत मजा आया, और हमने जो आज पॉइंट्स जाने, जो आपने कोट्स बताए वो बहुत ही अच्छे थे। हम रोज जानते उन्हें जरूर हैं कि हेल्थ इज वेल्थ, हेल्दी बॉडी हेल्दी माइंड, बस उसे फॉलो करने की थोड़ी सी देर होती है। तो जो आपने मोटिवेशनल हमें बातें बताई, हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि हमारे जितने भी व्यूअर्स थे उन्हें फॉलो करने की कोशिश करेंगे और अपनी आम जिंदगी और अपना रूटीन बेहतर बनाएंगे। थैंक यू सो मच आप सभी का हमारे इस कार्यक्रम में हिस्सा लेने के लिए, हमें वक्त देने के लिए, और इतने इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक पर बातचीत करने के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
Thank you.
Thank you. So I would like to thank all our viewers here for watching this program, and I'm sure you enjoyed it. And just the way I did, if you have any questions, any queries, please MCERT official, that is our YouTube channel. You can always raise your questions on this platform. So here we are wrapping up this entire discussion on necessity of physical education in contemporary lifestyle. And you can watch this program anytime according to your convenience on our YouTube channel. We're wrapping up here, but next Friday we'll come back again with another topic, with another set of panel members, and they'll be talking about that topic. So keep on watching PMeVIDYA channels. We have a lot to offer all of you, and take great care of yourself. And just like everybody said that please add either 45 minutes to 1 hour, and give yourself some time. And this physical activity is extremely important for all of us, all the students at all levels, at all stages. Please take great care of yourself. Thank you so much once again. Namaskar.
Thank you.